Hola, hola. Welcome to Blank Canvas. I'm your host, Ale. And today's episode, we're going to talk about tattoo conventions, tattoo expos. Today with me is Nick. Hello. Nick. We have this tradition. We're doing shots, tequila shots.
Cool.
One shot. Just to warm
One
it
shot.
up. Just to warm it up.
Even sure, it's not a big deal.
Do you like tequila?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you're Italian.
Yeah.
But I know you're a big fan of Latina.
Yeah.
Latinas.
Mexican culture, so tequila.
Latina culture. Okay, I'm gonna
Very good.
put one. You can hand this for you. Now, this is one of my favorite tequilas. It's not a sponsor, but Casamigos, if you watch me one day, please sponsor me. It's very nice. It's a gift from one of a friend, Maddie. Give you. Is that enough?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Cool. We got a little bit of tahini if you want some as well.
Shot, right?
Yeah, just one. I think. Put a little bit more for you.
I mean, we're going to go to drink all together.
Yeah. This is some salt if you want some.
Yeah, I prefer just plain.
Okay. Nice.
Thank you.
Cheers. Like it?
Very good. Very, very good.
It's amazing. It's so smooth.
Okay, if you're going to get a sponsor, I want a bottle. Even two.
Casamigos or whoever is out there that have a bad experience with tequila, try this one. Very good.
Very nice.
If you're going to have your drink, feel free to put it anywhere it's comfortable. And I'm just going to put this back. I think it should be fine.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so yes, Nick, thanks for coming.
No, thank you for having me. So I'm super excited to be part of this,
project?
New project of you.
Thank you.
Congrats, because I already saw the other two episodes and they looked very fun. So I hope this one is going to be fun as well.
It's going to be. Thank
for
you.
sure, for my English.
Thanks for making some time to come. And yes, just explain us a little bit. If you can put out there, we're going to put in here his social medias, but your Instagram so they can check your work. Run us a little bit what you do, how long you've been in this industry for. And yeah, you're Italian.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
internationals
Italian,
in here.
and like you say, my name is Nick. Nick Sanna _tattoos in Instagram. Mm-hmm. And how long have you been in this industry? Well, not too much, actually, not too long.
Okay.
Because I started 4 years ago. So I have been so lucky to start with a great mentor in my career.
Yeah.
And that I'm going to mention. So it's Carla Mendez. She's
Carla,
a famous
oh my
tattoo
God,
artist
I
from
just
Brazil.
met her. Amazing.
So I met her because she's the wife of a very good friend of mine. And when she opened her studio here in Melbourne, basically I asked if I should be the apprentice of her. Mm-hmm. And she told me, yes, why not? And I started to work with her. And actually, my apprenticeship was very, very short.
Yeah.
So like 5 months, and after 5 months, I was tattooing.
Same, 5 months.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
5 months in the studio and like a little bit before, like drawing and yeah.
Yeah, I always have been drawing in my life, and also I have a career in advertising. So I have a background in advertising as a art director, illustrator. So that's also helped me to be a tattoo artist nowadays. And so I'm tattooing since 4 years, but what can I say?
I got a lot of experience
good
already.
enough to do what I'm doing.
Awesome.
In a professional way.
What's the style you do? I know we worked together for a few months in one of the studios in Melbourne.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of you have a very specific like realism, but with a little bit of like artsy.
Yeah, I do basically everything that's black and gray, but probably my favorite style is Chicano realistic. Because it's not a classic Chicano. So what I do and what I'm trying to do is like use the same concept and topic and theme of the Chicano style, but with a little bit a twist. So doing a little bit more realistic. So not the classic Chicano, that
we all see the traditional Chicano.
Yeah, not the traditional Chicano. So if I have to do like a tattoo with a Chicano girl, so I try to do the girl as much I can realistic, and then put all the element to make the tattoo more Chicano style.
Yeah, It's very nice. I'm seeing it. I really liked it.
Yeah, thank you.
And you guys put a little bit of red as well sometimes.
Sometimes, but very rarely I use some color. So when people they ask me, "Oh, do you use color?" To look, I can put one color, maybe red, maybe blue, the classic wolf with the blue eyes or tiger with the blue
had that
eyes.
once.
But I try to avoid that because, to be honest, or it's a color tattoo or it's a black and gray tattoo. And to be honest, I prefer black and gray.
Black and gray.
So,
Awesome. So let's jump into today's episode, which I wanted to have you because I know you've been in a couple of different tattoo expos in Melbourne and around the world. So we're going to dig in on that. For whoever out there doesn't know, a tattoo expo is an event. It's a public event. Sometimes mainly charge the entry.
Yeah, no, generally it's
a charge one.
It's charge one. So generally they charge you, and some place even a lot of money. For client.
Give me a description. I'm just gonna read it to see what she says.
What is a tattoo expo?
She gave you a description. So it says a tattoo convention is a public event where tattoo artists, enthusiasts, and industry professionals gather together to celebrate the art of tattooing.
Yeah.
So actually pretty much is that.
Accurate description.
So you can see in there different styles, techniques. Sometimes, as we say, there is shows going on inside, a little bit of body, piercings, and sometimes even they mix with sex pose. Yeah. Sometimes a little bit.
Sometimes this probably is something more connect and related to the tattoo expo here in Australia.
So you haven't seen that in any other country?
Yeah, there are sexpo conventions around of the world,
but keep it separated.
There are. Like a wedding convention for who is going to go to get married, or car convention, but it's not really related to tattoo industry in the other countries, just here because I think the same owner of the tattoo convention here is also the same owner of Sexpo.
Oh, it's a business
It was
thing.
connected because it was the same company. It's called a tattoo expo company here in Australia.
Okay.
It's the same company. They also manage Sexpo.
Yeah. Okay.
In Australia.
How many tattoo expos have you been?
Well, the one that I did as a tattoo artist, probably around 9-10 convention. And I think for the time that I'm tattooing, it's not bad,
It's not bad for 4 years.
9-10 convention, yeah. And as a client, many more. Because, of course, I start to have a passion for tattoo since when I was a teenager. And I started to go to tattoo convention in Milan when I was living in Milan. And so I saw also the difference between all the tattoo expo. They probably before they were more for a kind of people. So people with a really a target with really passion for tattoo. Nowadays it's more for everyone. Because everyone nowadays loves tattoo, of course.
Yeah,
so,
of
and
course.
that's good for us.
It's more friendly to the community now because it's so acceptance. Everyone have a tattoo mainly, even more in Australia. So it's a lot of I've seen in the tattoo expos that I've done, just one that I done and two that I went.
How many you did?
I have done one.
Yep.
Just with my booth, and I assist to 2 more, so 3.
Yep.
But I've seen families, the dad and the kid come into the tattoo expos, and it's very nice, seeing the whole family.
Yeah, that's very nice. Before maybe it wasn't like this because of course, but even the tattoo industry wasn't related too much to everyone. Yeah. So nowadays you can find family with kids, you can find any type of people in the tattoo expo, not just people with tattoos. Sometimes you find also people that they don't have tattoo and they are curious to see what tattoo is.
Yeah, or they get their first tattoos in there.
Exactly. So a lot of people that they go to the tattoo convention because they have more chance to get tattoo for more people, and they can have a big portfolio
of people in there, 100%.
And to choose who could be the first artist to tattoo them.
Talking about first, how was your first tattoo expo experience? And where was it? In Melbourne? Or?
Yeah, it was here in Melbourne. It was 3 years ago, 2021 or 2022. I don't remember exactly. Yeah. It was Rites of Passage in a carton. They actually, in my opinion, is one of the best tattoo expo here in Australia.
I did that one.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because the environment where it is. in the Royal Exhibition Center in Carlton. So the
Yeah.
building.
It's very majestic. It's massive,
so
2 levels.
The whole heritage of the building make the expo more interesting and more appealing and more cool.
Yeah.
In the end, more cool.
More
because,
artsy.
yeah, it's very nice to be there, and so the environment, when you work, sometimes it's very important, and so work in this place that it's already a piece of art, and so you are doing something. You are doing art that in a place that it's already a piece of art, so that make you feel
more inspired.
Yes, more inspired for
100%.
sure. Yes.
And how was it? Were you like scared to be there around all
I was
these people?
super nervous.
Did you went with like a studio or you went by yourself?
I went with the studio where I was working, actually the studio where we worked together.
Okay.
And I was super nervous. I remember the day before I was preparing everything for the expo. So my print, my stickers, my business card, everything. And I cry. I cry
so
because
it's a big step.
yeah, I was like, I can't believe. So, like I said before, so I'm not doing since long time. So I changed my career when I was 40 because, believe or not, I'm 45.
Okay.
Actually, 45 next month. And so when you change career when you are pretty adult, so you don't have time to play
It's
around.
like a taking a big risk.
Yeah, and you don't have time to play around. So you are not anymore a teenager or a young kids. They try to do a new job. So I changed my career when I was 40, and I was super motivated. And I was thinking, okay, this has to be my new profession. So this has to be my new job. And so when I do my first convention after 1 year that I was just doing, so for me it was super excited but stressful at the same time because for me it was like, okay, go for it, Nick. So go there and show why you're able to do it,
Push
so,
it and do it, like without thinking almost.
in less than 1 year. In 1 year that I was doing, so I did my first convention. I don't know if everyone is able to do that. And
it's a lot of in your mind that it goes on. It's like, am I capable to do this? Do I have enough clients? Do I have the quality of the job? Because a convention pretty much is putting your portfolio of art out there with hundreds of like tattoo artists in the same area, and they will walk around and they will maybe judge and check on your work. And it's like, who is this Italian
because
guy?
actually my first convention, I did also my first competition awards.
Oh, okay.
In terms of competition and awards, maybe I was a little bit more familiar because I used to do when I used to work in advertising. And so I won also some advertising when I used to work in advertising as a director. But of course, about tattoo, never. And so I did my first convention and also my first competition awards. And I tried to win some, I don't know, I think it was like a small black and gray.
Okay.
I remember I did this devil cat for a client of mine, a good client of mine. That he asked me to do his cat, but with a evil,
like a twist.
Yeah, with like a horn and evil eye.
Like evil
eye. Yes, it was pretty funny and pretty fun to do it. And but of course I didn't win because it was
fine.
I did. It was also, but it was very interesting to do it. Also to understand the process. So to understand the process when you go to the convention, you want to do an awards, what you have to do. So definitely I learned a lot from since the first convention. Also because after the awards, I spoke with the judge, and they give me good advice.
Tips.
Tips, advice. I ask why or what I can improve next time. And this always is great because you always have to ask. So
was Chris Chappell like part of the judge back in there?
Oh, sorry?
Chris?
No, it wasn't Chris. It was Eric. Gordon.
Eric. Yeah, no, Eric.
It was Eric. It was who was more?
This is like 3 years ago. Yeah.
There were 3. Yeah.
One of like the big ones in that moment, I guess.
I remember Eric.
Yeah, just Eric. So
I think it
it
wasn't
was
Alessio. No, it wasn't Alessio.
no, Alessio was
was in
the last
another
ones.
convention.
Yeah,
Yes. I don't remember actually. No,
That's
it
all
was
right.
Jackson May. Jackson
Okay.
May actually from Perth. Though they also give me good advice. But even if we have two different style, because of course he does amazing color tattoo and I do black and gray. And
it's always good to take those tips, even if there's different style, because they'll see.
A lot of people they don't ask because they are scared to ask.
I didn't ask.
Especially if you are new in the environment, especially if it's your first convention and you are tattooing around surrounded amazing artists. They in the end they're going to be also your judge.
Yeah.
You know, and you are scared. Some people they are scared, but actually the best thing to grow is ask. Ask
that
why I
happened to
didn't
me.
win, what's happened. Even just a simple question like my tattoo was in the right category? And they told me, yeah, of course it was, you know, because sometimes also you don't know if
You're
you
applying
are
for the
applying
right
for the right
item.
category. You know, sometimes maybe you apply for a black and gray and maybe you
It's
don't
not.
use any
And
gray
I've
wash
seen-
and maybe it's a black work.
I seen sometimes tattoos in categories that I'm
Yeah.
like, maybe
Yeah.
that should have gone in geometric and not in
Yes,
this one.
yes,
But
yeah.
it's all right. Like it's a good advice.
very tricky.
It's a good advice because in my first tattoo expo, Rise of Passengers, when I met you last time, I did as well my first time as a small black and gray realism.
Oh, yeah?
And it got like when they put it in the screen in front of everyone.
Yeah.
They did very good comments. It didn't win, which I wasn't expecting to win, but I was like, I just want to have the experience of being with the pressure because it's like 3 days or 2 days and you have to have it done. But I didn't ask for an advice because I was scared. I was like,
Yeah, and actually the
I
best
don't know.
thing is going to ask.
That's true.
Ask because
100%.
I remember they give me a very good advice. So one of the questions was, it was my tattoo was in the right category. And said, yeah, totally 100% was the right category. But also I remember Eric tell me something about the balance of the tattoo because it was a portrait of the cat, but also with a big dark lettering with the name of the cat. And I remember they told me, look, next time maybe try to integrate more your tattoo, try to maybe put something solid black like you did with the lettering.
Contrast.
Also maybe in the top part because it looks like more balanced.
Otherwise,
So,
it looks a little bit too flat.
No, otherwise it looks like one tattoo is the portrait and one tattoo is the lettering. So it doesn't look like a tattoo
to
together.
have balance between those
Of course,
two.
it's very tricky to say because sometimes also it's also the choice of the client, how you came out with the design.
The choice of the
so
client.
if the client design like the design like that, so
Yeah.
you can
Sometimes
convince
it's the
him.
time as well. You need to think like, well, I need to have this done in this time. If I put too many things, I'm gonna be rushing it, and then I'm not gonna be good.
And sometimes also could be just a personal opinion.
Yeah.
Even if it's come from a person with a lot of experience, because maybe you did a design like that because you exactly want to do like that.
True.
But of course, in tattooing and like in other artistic job, you have to take care about the balance of your design, how the tattoo fit in the body, the position, and then of course the technique that you use, if the technique is good, if the balance is good, if the position is good,
The contrast is good.
The contrast is good, of course you have more chance to win.
To win. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. That's true. As well, if the client is good, because I'm seeing clients tapping out in the middle of the expos.
I have been always lucky because the client that I have and the client that I bring to the convention, they are always super tough.
That's so
client,
important. The skin sometimes get
the
very
skin
irritated.
as well. So yeah, I'm very
lucky
at the beginning. Now I'm a little bit picky because if someone comes and says, I want a tattoo in convention, but I don't like the skin or maybe
the design or something.
I don't know. I'm more picky because I select my client for the convention a little
fair
bit
enough.
better now.
You have a goal. You're just like, I need to do this. Doesn't mean like, I'm just gonna get rid of that. Maybe we'll do it in another time. But this is an important step for me in my career. So I better choose a better
because
option.
when you go there, actually you go there to show the best of you. So your best skills, your best tattoo, your best design, and you want to do the best.
The best of you. 100%.
So you want to do, your piece has to be not 100%, 200%.
You gotta show your best in just 3 days.
Yeah.
Normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 days, well, if you do 3 days consecutive or one a day, depends on what you do, you know?
That's true.
So I remember the first convention, it was leg tattoo, and also I was finishing a full leg tattoo that I start in the studio, and then I finished during the convention. It was also super nice to see the full piece, the full leg in the screen, like you said before. It's exciting when you see your job go on the stage and they put on the camera and everyone can see your tattoo,
your work.
you know, even if you don't win.
You're a little bit proud of it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at it.
Even for the client. The client,
the client's gonna get very
I bring
excited.
a few clients a few times. They never been in convention before. It was a first experience for them too, and they were so excited. And now every time they ask me to come in convention because they want to repeat the experience.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the experience part. How do you feel like it was in terms of like when you jump in the convention? How do you manage the stress level? They've been tiring. All these emotions that you've gone through, because at the end, like, as we say, it's like 3 or 2 days or even 1 day, you gotta give everything of you. And it's like sometimes we get there to set up like the day before, late at night or very early in the morning. You woke up at like 7, 8 a.m. and then you leave late at night. How do you manage that stress level in those days?
Well, first of all, depends what you are going to do in convention. So if you go to the convention just to be part of the convention, so you don't have to stress too much because
What
you
do you
go
mean?
there.
So like
There are 2 different type of artists during the convention. There are artists that they go there just to enjoy the weekend with other artists, to meet people, to create networking, to enjoy the vibes of the convention, and people that they go there to show the best skills that they have and to win awards. So of course, in the second case, it's more stressful because you have to prepare yourself very well if you want to win. And actually, I discovered that last convention that I did in Perth because I prepared the tattoo that I was supposed to do in convention like 2 months before.
Wow.
So, and I was very stressed about that.
Yeah.
But in the end, it was worth it because I also won an award. So I won the best large black and gray and also the second best of show. And but it was very stressful.
Yeah, because it's like the preparation time.
The preparation, yes.
Plus the moment of being
and
there.
how I managed that, drinking a lot of beer in convention. No, actually no. I'm pretty serious. When I'm working, I'm pretty serious. So I drink after, of course.
Yeah, of course. We all have fun after.
When the all adrenaline start to go down. But during the convention, I just try to
take a little breaks.
Not really. If the client is happy to keep going, so I can even tattoo for 7, 8 hours without no stop. So just maybe to go to the toilet and drink water and eat some nuts and that's it. Depends what you want to achieve, you know.
Yeah, and true. You guys, last time you guys were doing a whole. It was a it was what?
The back piece.
The back piece with Joe, Ivan, and you were doing it like
that was even more stressful because the stress was for 3 for 3 people. Yeah, when you do collaboration, that's also is another topic of stress. It's another level of stress because you are 3 people and you need to try to don't fight each other, to be focused on what you're doing.
Run me through that specifically that, because I was in that convention when I saw you guys. I think I went and say congrats to you as well. But I saw you both, like all of you 3, and I was like, if I was stressed, just me and my client, how did you manage 3 of you and the client?
Look, like I said before, you need to arrive in convention well prepared. And actually, even for the convention, for the collaboration, we think about everything before. Because when you are in convention, you don't have time to think. So when you are in convention, what you have to do, you have to just to
preparation
execute.
is the key.
You have just to execute. You know, so everyone has the design in front of each other, and what you have to do, you have just to do your part. You tattoo your part. You know, when the other people they are doing, your colleagues they are doing another piece of the tattoo, and then the tattoo come together.
It's like a choreography. You know, you practice for your choreography, and then it gets the moment
and
to
everyone
dance.
has to do
You're gonna apart.
his job, you know, well. Also because, for example, one thing during the collaboration that is very stressful is and need to be done very well is when you do a collaboration. So you have just to follow the design. You don't have time to. And you are not allowed to change your mind to take decision last minute.
Yeah.
Because,
It's we have
for
a
example,
script,
if
you have to
I'm
follow
working a
that.
part of the tattoo and then another person is going to go to jump in the same spot where I was working, if I change the design or I take decision by myself without to communicate with the other people, no, the other person is going to go to be disoriented. It's going to be lost.
Yeah,
because when
like,
it's
what's
going to go to
happening
watch
here?
the design is not going to go to be the same on the skin of the client. They say, hey, what's going on here? Why this line and in the design there is no line? And you can say like, oh, sorry, I was thinking it was better. No. So because first of all, it's not just your tattoo. So it's a tattoo done by you and other people.
Yeah.
So could be one, or could be two. And so it's not respectful also for the other artists that you are doing a collaboration. So during a collaboration, the level of stress is higher for sure.
3 times or 2
And
times.
also you need to trust a lot
Your partner.
Your partner, yes. And like I said before, if you are prepared, everything is going to be fine.
Smooth.
But if you take decision by yourself or you go there too much stress, unprepared, anxious, so you don't gonna go to live the experience of the convention in a good vibes.
Yeah.
You're gonna to live exactly the opposite.
Yeah. So
That's not good.
Following that, what do you think is the hardest part of the whole process of the expo? You say the hardest part is start doing day one, or the hardest part is right at the end, or the communication, or the physical tiring level of it?
I don't know. There is no really a.
I can't.
I don't know. I mean, the stress when you do competition, of course, it's
The stress
impossible
level,
to avoid.
like mentally.
Yeah, mentally it's impossible
You
to
think
avoid.
physically, like-
That's the reason why a lot of people, for example, when you see artists in convention, they are tattooing with the headphone, for example.
Oh yeah, the
That's
headphones on.
definitely artists that are
They
doing
soon out like.
there. They are going there to try to win some awards.
Yeah.
And so they don't want no one to distract them.
It happens a lot. Like
Because, for example, one thinking convention that's hard is work surrounded by people. Because it's not the same when you work in the studio. So when you work in the studio, it's you, your colleagues, and your client. But in a convention environment, so you have a lot of clients that they want to talk with you,
Looking
they
at
wanna
you,
ask you, watching
detail.
you, take a picture, ask information, you know. And if you are focused in your tattoo, sometimes it's very hard to combine both things, you know.
Yeah.
But it depends. Some artists, maybe they don't care. They put earphone and because they care more to win the awards.
To win,
you know,
yeah.
instead of talk with client, or maybe they have assistant or manager. They can talk with client for them, and they are free to tattoo without stress.
How do you manage to like tattoo in such a busy environment? Did you put headphones on as well, or you just like?
Sometimes I put, but to be honest, they are off. I don't have to say that, because if the client say next time they're gonna to talk with me.
You just put them on,
No, I
so
just
they
put like
pretending.
I put the one with the noise cancellation just to
Soon
remove
out
a
and-
little bit the
of
noise
noise.
around me.
Good.
And I'm lucky also because generally I have an assistant with me or apprentice that they help me to manage my boots. So, for example, if I'm tattooing and someone asks me for sticker or print, so I
They
have
will do it for
someone
you?
T-shirt, merchandising, everything. There is someone that sell the merchandising and the print and the stuff for me, and
So you don't have to worry for those little
stop.
details
Yeah, I
kind
don't
of
have
thing.
to stop just in case a client want to talk with me you know, in person. But otherwise, I have people that they can talk for me, and that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I know I act like already a famous tattoo artist, even if I'm not. But generally, this happens
that's
when you
fine.
are famous.
But
You know,
like
when you're famous, you know.
You're not, but like you're being in like you say, like 9 different tattoo expos. So that means you already have experience
Yeah,
on
and not
most of
just in
them.
Australian, actually.
Exactly. Well, tell me which other ones have you been?
I have been one of the biggest one in Brazil with Carla. Carla
Massive
Mendes.
one.
So in
I know. I
Brazil,
hear Brazil and Germany is one of the biggest one now.
is crazy because
Is it?
yeah, it's I don't know. I finished the convention, and I don't say that, but when I finish the convention, I say, okay, I don't want to know anymore nothing about tattoo after that because it was too much. So tattoo.
What happened?
Oh, it's
Was it
great.
the-
Well, first of all,
was it organized?
First of all, it's very good organized. It's one of the most famous tattoo.
What's the name of the tattoo expo?
Tattoo week in Sao Paulo. I mean, there are different tattoo week in Brazil. I have been to the São Paulo one because Carla, she's from Sao Paulo, and also I had the chance to work in her studio as a guest artist for 1 week. It was super nice.
Amazing. I'd love to go to
I
Brazil.
love Brazilian people. I think, I don't know, probably because they have a lot of, there are a lot of Italian background in Brazil. So probably we are
true.
close also for that.
And the language barrier is not that bad.
Yeah.
And you speak Spanish too.
Yeah,
so.
I speak Spanish, so I was there because actually in Brazil, like, if you go to Brazil, speak in Spanish because no one speaks in English.
Yeah.
We're very no one, but it's very difficult. So you can find Brazilian people, of course, they can speak in English here, but in Brazil it's more difficult to
same in
find
Colombia.
Brazilian people that speak in English. So I was I can understand Portuguese, so I can speak some word in Portuguese too. But between some word in Portuguese and Spanish,
Yeah.
it was fine.
So
And
how was the expo?
Yeah, the convention, it was great because it's huge. So it's full of people, full of artists. Because of
How
course,
big was it? Like
Brazil-
around? How many you think? How many tattoo artists?
I think more than 500 for sure.
I'm gonna ask
More than
ChatGPT.
I don't know. Ask because I'm not sure. But here in Australia, they're like 250. There probably they were like more than 500.
What's the name
It's a
again?
huge convention.
Tattoo Week?
Tattoo Week, yes. And it's huge because, of course, Brazil is huge. And there are a lot of tattoo artists and also a lot of people. And also the environment, the vibes, the food, the music, the concert during the convention. So the booths, they build booths that they looks like a shop inside.
A whole shop. I love that. I love that. They put like a lot of
the convention center.
Jesus Christ. So
How many?
ChatGPT is telling me in 2020 in Rio de Janeiro. I don't know how to
And
pronounce
that's
that.
not the biggest one, actually. The Sao Paulo one.
Sao Paulo, 3,000 tattoo artists. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's crazy. And
3,000
actually,
is
what
so-
is crazy is during the awards in Brazil.
Making it the largest tattoo convention in Latin America. Brazil. Brazil is huge. To
Brazil
start,
is huge,
but
yes.
3,000 in one spot. That's
For 3 days. And actually,
Wow.
the last day, in the longest day, because the rules about competition in Brazil, they are totally different than here in
what
Australia.
is it? How is the difference?
For example, here in Australia, and in Australia, but also in other tattoo convention in Europe, generally you have like a 3 judge in the stage.
Yeah,
they
I've seen that.
judge the tattoo in the stage and they show the tattoo in the screen, and all the client and all the people that are attending the convention also they can see the tattoo. And also you have a limit for the entries. So here in Australia, for example, for each category, you can enter maximum 30 tattoo, so 30 artists for category.
Okay.
So in Brazil, it's unlimited.
Yeah, of course, there are 3,000.
So for this reason, the client, they can, so the judge, they can judge live on the stage all the category.
My God, that's
So
gonna take a
what they
whole
do,
day.
basically, they have a little booths close to the stage where the judge, they stay inside to the booths. And you send your client inside to the booths and the judge, they judge your tattoo. So there are booths for different category. And you have a long queue, a line of clients
what I'm
waiting
thinking.
for, yes.
How do you-
I did, when I was
Oh
in
my
Brazil,
God.
I did the competition of the fusion category. There is a mix of style. So because my tattoo was between lettering and black and gray, but probably more black and gray. In the case, for example, the category was a little bit wrong.
Yeah.
Probably it was just black and gray.
Yeah.
And I remember like a 125 client
Oh my God.
in the line
Yeah.
to go inside to the booth to be judged.
That takes a whole
And
day.
also, they take the awards super serious because the judge, when your client is inside, generally they are like a 4 or 6 judges in each booth for each category, but they judge 2 judges at the time.
Yeah.
So 2 judges, they watch your tattoo, and then the client move to the other 2 judges and the other 2 judges.
So there are like
Right?
6 judges.
Like 6 judges, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
But also they check everything. They check with lights, and they go close to the skin of your
Detail.
client. They watch if the black is back good.
Do they put the
if
screen as well?
No, they don't put nothing. Just
It's
then they
just in a
watch.
booth.
And also, what is funny is when your client came out, and you are out. You are outside of the booth because the booth has a mirror, as a glass, so you can see your client inside talking with the judges. And so you are super nervous watching your tattoo. There has been judging by amazing artists there. And then when your client came out from the booth and you ask, oh, so what the judge says? Oh, actually, I don't know. Because what is fun is the judge, they talk with a paper in front of the mouth to don't show what they are telling each other to the client.
Oh, wow.
So it's crazy. It's crazy. So it's very crazy.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know what
because,
they're doing.
of course, it's a big... so winning awards in Brazil. So exactly like we said before, because there are so many tattoo artists in Brazil, Brazil is so big. So when you win an award in Brazil, the award is so important because you win against thousands of artists, right?
If you win one,
most of the time, people, they win an award in Brazil and then straight away they are famous. And so you win an award or you win the best of show in Brazil.
Of course, 100%.
It's the most prestigious awards that you can get,
So you when you did that experience in do you think it's the most organized?
It's very well organized. So
Of
they
all the
make
countries you've done? What else you've done?
The awards, also they have, for each category, they have first, second, and third place, not just one.
That's good.
First. Well, even now in Australia, now they start to doing running up the second place.
Yeah.
And they have also big sponsor, I think Radiant, not Radiant, cut this. They have like a F Kairos sponsor, so they give a machine for each artist when you win.
Good.
Even for the...
Yeah, you get like, because it's such a big tattoo expo, it's a big companies behind like ink, needles, looking who is gonna win, and then you get a sponsor to like maybe ink, make it in like needle companies, blah blah blah.
Yes.
Aftercare.
And it's also nice because you have a lot of also Brazilian company, local company, and you can meet people, do a lot of networking.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
It's a lot of tattoo artists in one place. What else would you like? Would you put like Brazil as a top one, or because we were talking about the other ones you've been?
Well, I didn't tell you why it was so crazy.
Yeah,
so
tell me.
The craziest part of the convention was that basically, so you work all day Friday, you work all day Saturday, but because they don't judge the category each day. So they judge the category each day, but they don't announce any awards before Sunday night. But they start the ceremony to the awards when they finish to judge all the tattoos, right? And what happened? On Sunday, so I remember I went to the convention at 9 a.m. I worked all day because I was doing a full chest piece in 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday night, so basically the ceremony of the awards start not Sunday, but Monday morning, 3 a.m. Because the judge
couldn't finish, of course.
They finished to judge the best of show 3 a.m. in the morning. And for the best of show, all the judge of the all category, they are all together in one booth. So
to choose the one
I
of
think
all.
there were like 36 judges in one booth deciding which was the best of show. And before they finish to judge, they don't start the ceremony. So they finish to judge 3 a.m. in the morning, and the ceremony starts like at 3:30, 3:40 a.m. Monday morning. And we went home like at 6 a.m. Wow. So the convention finished basically 5:30 a.m. in the morning, Monday. And I was in convention since 9 a.m. Sunday. So it was like, oh my God, I'm done. I was super tired, but super excited, super happy because it was an amazing experience. Even I spent basically all night with with my client that they were from there, from Sao Paulo. Super nice people that I really appreciate that they stay with me,
They help and everything,
participate, because in case you win, of course you have to go
Yeah.
on the stage.
That's
and
great.
the client stay
You need
with
to
me.
be there anyway.
I stay with me to 5 a.m.
You put
in the
all this
morning.
work, you're not gonna leave. Was it hard to get into the convention, or you just paid the entry and that's it?
No, actually, I was a guest of Carla, because Carla, she's of course, she's the queen of the tattoo
Massive in Brazil.
convention in Brazil.
We're gonna have, stay tuned. We're gonna have her soon.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, she's coming. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna talk a little bit with Carla.
We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
No, actually, I was with Carla because Carla, she always has a big booth in Brazil in the tattoo convention, and she always invite international artists. So I was one of them, and it was my first convention there, and also the daughter of Carla, because also Bruna, I'm going to say hi, Bruna Marassi. Also,
Yeah,
she's
Carla's
a tattoo artist.
daughter.
Yeah, the Carla daughter, she also a tattoo artist, and she was even she's Brazilian. She was even for her the first time in Brazil, the first convention in Brazil, and so we lived this experience together. It was super nice.
This bonding experience. That's good.
And also the booth was amazing because Carla, she always has this big booth with the international flag everywhere.
Like a shop.
Yeah, like a shop, but also with a lot of media around, because of course she's famous. So a lot of local TV, they were around of the booth. So it was nice for a good advertising for everyone, not just for her.
Yeah, that's very nice experience though. Yeah. Have you, what the other countries, if you run us very quick, what's the other countries you've been as well?
I have been in...
So Brazil, Australia?
In California. So in California, I was more as an assistant of Carla, actually.
Okay.
So I went with Carla last year in California, but it was an amazing convention.
Yeah. What's the name?
Before you ask me if Brazil was my favorite one, I went to Golden State Tattoo Expo in Pasadena. The tattoo convention organized by Nick Hurtado and Carlo Torres.
Yeah,
yes,
I know them.
Carlo Torres.
I mean, I know them. I'm seeing them in tattoo.
Both with Latino background, so the convention has a very Latino
Pasadena,
vibes,
definitely.
in Pasadena.
A taco truck outside.
Yes, taco truck, amazing taco trucks. So
yeah.
For tacos, $8.
Yeah.
Amazing
so you say
food.
That would be, what would,
so I have been as assistant
ones.
for Carla.
Okay.
And but of course, yes, I spent 3 days in convention, even if I wasn't tattooing, for visa topic, because in theory we are not allowed to work in USA if you don't have a specific visa to work there.
Or license.
And it was amazing because even that, it's a small convention, but with amazing artists, famous around of the world, all in one place.
A spot.
And it was amazing because I was walking around and shit, the guy.
I guess as well, because you just was saying before, like you were more like an assistant, so you didn't have much pressure. Yeah, I guess as well.
Yeah,
so
I wasn't thinking to do any awards.
You got to enjoy and walk
Carla,
around.
She did an award. So I think she did like a ornamental.
Probably, which is amazing.
Yeah, I enjoy a lot the convention because I was going around and meeting people and doing a lot of networking, and I met all the most famous tattoo artists in the world. So.
If you wanna put like if you wanna name said like top 3 best conventions you've been of the 9 you've been, very quick, in different countries, which one you'll put? Top 1?
Well, Los Angeles for sure. So, and I will try to go there as an artist one day, as assistant.
LA?
LA, yes. Sao Paulo, Tattoo Week, amazing.
Brazil?
And well, the Milano Tattoo Convention, I've never been as an artist. I have always been as a client when I was living in Milan, but it's one of them. It's a very beautiful...
Italy.
Yeah, in Italy. So because even in Italy, especially in Milan, there's a big one. You have a lot of artists from Europe, all around Europe, all around the world. And very good high level and good quality tattoo and high level artists. I don't know, but even okay.
Why is not
Let's
Australia?
Say right, because I want to also give some points to Australia.
Why is not Australia the Tattoo Expo in it?
Right, it was good. Right, it was very good. And
Is it because
but
what has been happening?
I really also enjoy a lot
Okay.
this year the West Tattoo Festival in Perth.
Okay.
There was the first edition of this small tattoo convention in Perth, and it was a very nice convention. And I hope to repeat next year.
Good.
So I want to go there next year because the vibes over there also they were very, very nice.
Yeah, awesome.
know?
Yeah, I would like
The
to go
art
to
is
that
all
one.
super
It looks
friendly.
nice though.
Yeah.
What do you think you didn't put thinking about in top 3 Melbourne in it? You think because what just
Rights
happened?
is in Melbourne.
But
No,
like,
the Melbourne Tattoo
did you think
Expo.
it's like? Did you think like Australia's a little bit behind of organization wise? And you know what happened? What you just hear sadly not long ago about all the tattoo expo money that a lot of people lost. So you
Yeah.
think it's a lot of like organization wise and that it needs to be done in Australia's tattoo expos compared with the other countries too?
Yeah, I mean, here in Australia, I don't want to say that it's behind Australia compared with other country because I think it's more based on the number of the people that are working in this industry here because it looks
It's
like
not. It's not as big as the other
it's
countries
not
anyway.
big communities. To be honest, when you go in one convention, so you go to Melbourne, and then you go to Brisbane, and then you go to Perth. So in the end, you met all the tattoo artists that they work in Australia.
Yeah, it's very small community.
It's a very small community. I know that there are a lot of people, a lot of tattoo artists that they don't go to convention.
Yeah, I know a few, and they
And
hate
there
it.
is also is because they don't, they used to don't like who used to organize convention. Now the situation
Now
is
we hear what just
changing.
happened long ago.
Now the situation is changing because apparently who used to have the monopoly of the tattoo convention in Australia now he declared bankrupt, and so he canceled the whole event of last year, and unfortunately he fucked up a lot of money of
A lot of tattoo
clients,
artists. That's very
and,
sad.
sponsor and everyone.
That's another. That's
Me
what I mean.
included, because I was supposed to have money of
jeez.
my.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's very bad.
That's fine.
And that, like we were just talking before, like that. The problem with that, not to point fingers on people, but it's more about organization wise. You know, yes, we are a small
Yeah.
community, but where are the regulations
Yeah,
behind
definitely
this?
you can always improve. Definitely you can also.
who is regulating these events? Because at the end, it's a lot of tattoo artists. I know a lot of tattoo artists that lost money. Now you can't just wash your hands and say that it's not responsibility on it.
and
You
not
know,
just tattoo artists,
And a
even
monopoly.
client, they
Clients
buy,
too.
they bought the ticket online before the convention, and I have a few clients that told me, "Hey, bro, I was thinking to come to the convention
They
in
bought tickets
December
and everything, yeah,
with my
flies."
dad. They fly from Tasmania to come here to visit you in your booths, but apparently they canceled the convention, and we already have the ticket." I thought, yeah, I know. They canceled the convention, and you lost your ticket.
Yeah.
You lost the money of your ticket.
yeah,
so-
it just
And
leaves
then
like
unfortunately, it's bad. It's bad also not just for us as artists, but it's also bad for. I mean, it's bad for us as artists because also this show also to the client, to other people, that this industry doesn't look like serious, and we already have
I
a
agree with that.
problem to convince people that the tattoo artist is it's a job. Okay, it's a job with passion, skill, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's another topic. But I mean, it's a job.
It's a job.
Like another job.
People put
and
money
we
in
are
it, put
normal
time.
people. We
Yeah.
are not dodgy people.
We got
like
to
a
pay
people
bills, we
sometimes they
got to
still
do all-
thinking
yeah.
because there is this stereotype that tattoo artists, they are all dodgy. right?
bikies.
Yeah, bikes. The problem in Australia, bikes. Look how bikes I am. And then, yeah, and so when something like that happens, that's going to ruin the reputation not just of us as artists, but also the reputation of the whole environment.
The people that goes to the tattoo
Yeah, because
expos,
even clients they think, oh,
I'm gonna get a ripoff.
look the tattoo convention bullshit. Last year I bought the ticket and then they canceled the convention and they didn't refund me. You know.
That's what I'm saying. It needs to be regulated because it's like someone in some kind of entity, government or whatever, or private, has to be like first. The monopolies of being owning just everything has to finish. You just say
Yeah.
it's done. But like more options to different tattoo expos be there, better competition, healthier competition, and being able to say I can choose, and someone needs to be behind this
Yeah.
and say, okay, what are you doing? Where are you doing your transfer? How do you regulate it? Are they all licensed? Like, you know, even if some people need to license, I know in Victoria you don't need, but like,
Yeah, but for example, when I went to Brisbane, I had to take my
exactly.
test to take
The same way they regulate that. They should regulate all the production behind the whole event, because at the end, a lot of people is involved, and a lot of people suddenly lost money. It's hard times right now, and it's not any time to be
for
wasting your
everyone, because
money.
it's not just artists. So this topic, so when you do something like that, when something like that happen,
Yeah.
I don't want to say that you do this properly. So happen, okay.
Yeah.
It's going to affect everyone, even sponsor or other supply, other
Companies that
yeah.
sponsor, they were involved in it as well. That's true.
They lose their money. You know, imagine a studio that maybe has 10 artists, and the whole studio decide to participate at a tattoo convention and pay the booths for every artist. So we are talking
Yeah,
more than
that's true.
$15,000, and then straight away the tattoo expo say, "Oh, we cancel the convention. Okay, can we have our money back? No, sorry.
No, I'm sorry. Washing their hands.
Okay,
I'm
$15,000.
bankrupt. Sorry,
you
I
know?
can't pay it. It's like,
So it's a lot of money for artists, for
Yeah,
studios,
no.
for everyone. You know.
and how is it? Who is gonna? That's the thing. Like, oh, just go put it in the law. That takes times. Like that could take years.
Yeah.
You gotta pay a lawyer. You gotta do a whole paper. No one is gonna do that. Like it
No.
takes so long. That's very sad though.
know.
But
To be honest,
just
I think I'm never gonna go to have my money back, but
yeah, it's very sad
it is
though.
what it is. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely Australia needs to improve that. And I think I know what you're saying, like small community, but because even that's not an excuse to be
It's a-
better, you know?
But it's a small community,
It
but
should even be better because it's small and you can control. But like if Brazil does it with
it could be
3,000,
better, like you say, if you
3,000.
organize better.
Yeah.
And to be honest, there are more reality now that they are trying to do that because exactly because there is no anymore the monopoly like before.
Yeah.
Now small reality tattoo artists that start new expo and new convention, and that is great because these people they are doing this because they want grow this environment, you know, this
Yeah.
industry. So they want to help this industry to grow, not to be judged like a dodgy.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Industry,
And
right?
you go to these spaces to show your art to the public, to see to show a face, to put a face in your art and show them who you are. You are a normal human. You are able to socialize. You can express the art. There's clients out there that they'll, as I said before, they're excited and they even get their first tattoos in tattoo expos, which I don't know if I agree too much with that because for me it's like a very, very exciting but very hectic environment. Sometimes it could be a little bit overwhelmed, but yeah, like definitely things can improve. So following that position, what would you say, like what is nowadays, like Nick, like you say, after doing 9 expos, what is your checklist to say which conventions would you assist and which you avoid if you have to do it again?
Los Angeles. I want to assist Los Angeles probably
Because of the organization and all the stuff.
yeah, but also because you have the possibility to work surrounded by amazing artists.
So you say you look after more to networking. That's why you try to
Networking,
look
but also because like I like Chicano style, you know. So
Yeah, LA
do
is very
and
big on that
show
too.
what you are able to do or something with your style, the style that you like in a place like Los Angeles, where this culture is very, you can say, it's very big. It's very
Yeah.
big. It's because in Los Angeles, most of the people they are with a Latino background. That's for sure is one goal. So try to be part of the Los Angeles convention in the future. And also because it's organized by Carlo Torres, that is one of the father of the Chicano tattoo in the world.
So what you say is like you trying to find, just to explain people out there, when you want to check which title, I don't know, today you say like, okay, which tattoo conventions I want to do next year. So you're trying to find something that's aligned to your style.
Yes.
That is going to give
And I
you
think it's
networking.
and I think it's what everyone does.
Yeah.
Because, for example, so if you do Chicano, I think you have to do a tattoo convention in Los Angeles,
Yeah.
or in California at
Yeah.
least. If you do color, for example, now color tattoo artists,
I
they
think
are
Latin
amazing.
America is big in color, no?
In Latin America, they are amazing, but now, for example, I saw just a convention. Actually, they invite me. I received a message, a convention in Poland. In Poland, there are crazy
Russian.
tattoo artists from Russia, Poland, Ukraine.
Jesus Christ, the Russians are
In
crazy.
North Europe, for
Yeah,
color
amazing
tattoo, they are
work.
amazing. First of all, because also the client, they are amazing,
Yeah.
because they are
The skin.
very white.
The
know,
skin
that's
is very,
racist, very white.
Yeah.
The
Very
skin
good
is
skin
amazing, and they put a lot of dedication in what they do, and they're crazy artists. They do color piece, And to be honest, they invite me. I just received a message that, hey, you want to take in consideration to be part of a big event in Poland for a tattoo convention? And when I saw the page, I said, oh, wow. First of all, a lot of color artists and do black and gray. And secondly, the level. So I almost scared to be there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do that.
Do it. Why not?
They're not
Why are you
all
going to lose?
crazy,
One more
crazy.
in the
But
list of the tattoo expert you done.
yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe. I have a friend. I used to work with a
It's
colleague
always
from
you see it
Poland.
like
Actually,
you see it like an experience you're winning anyway.
yeah,
doing-
but like I say, so for example, if you do color, you go to North Europe. If you do black and gray Chicano, you want to go to California. Or I think there are a few conventions that you go because you
Aligned to your style.
Align to
what
your
would you
style.
try to avoid if it's people out there like tattoo artists out there trying to get into tattoo
traditional
expert?
school convention. I mean, I like the vibes of that, especially in Europe. So if you go to Spain or even in Milan, so you have a lot of traditional artists and the vibe there, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually at the beginning when I started tattooing, I was thinking to do traditional, to do old school,
Yeah.
so to do classic dove, heart,
Yeah.
roses,
Thick line.
Thick
full
line, I
colors.
love. And sometimes I do. If I have the chance, someone asks, "Oh, do you do traditional?" Yeah, why not?
What would you say
and
to
I
avoid
really
them?
enjoy to do.
Yeah.
It's just because I don't know. Of course, it's part of the history of the tattoo, and I totally respect and totally love it.
Yeah. That's all right.
But I think like every industry, so the tattoo need to be to grow.
Evolate. How do you say?
I don't know, evolution.
Yeah,
evolving.
like improving,
Just to
evolving. Yeah.
Just to evolving, and so I prefer to do something
The new styles out there.
new and different. Even if everyone knows that everything starts from the tradition. Okay.
Yeah, nothing wrong out there.
Because
like, it's nothing against the tattoo artist that does traditional.
no,
It's just
I
something
love
you
it. I love it. So
I mean, if
even
you
when
are
I
a-
was kids, I was thinking to have all my body with the traditional tattoo stickers, full body, just done with the
I
traditional.
mean, it came back again. You go and do tattoo expos that are aligned with your style. If you're a tattoo artist that does traditional, then go to the traditional ones. Because probably you will learn more like the neo-trad. I love the neo-trad. I have a leg coming to the neo-trad. So
And I have a lot of respect of neo-traditional artists because what they do, they really draw everything because they draw with the neo-traditional style.
yeah.
Okay, maybe they use reference and everything, but they really draw. No, it's different. For example, when you do realistic, you take a picture, you do the stencil.
Yeah. I want to ask you what would be like an advice you'll give a tattoo artist out there that wants to do a tattoo convention? Like a little advice that you say to them. Be prepared.
Well, be prepared if you are going to the tattoo convention to try to win some awards and you want to show the best of your skills. That's for sure. So be prepared and don't be scared to meet other people, famous people or people that you think they are better than you because you can learn a lot from these people.
Networking.
So and we are all human, so we are normal person that we can talk each other, you know. So don't be scared, don't be nervous, and maybe, yeah, try to focus and think what could be the best convention for you, the convention that can suit better for you. If you are trying to show, or if you already have a specific style, you know, like I said before. So if I like Chicano, so you will never, you have definitely go to Los Angeles, you know?
Yeah, so it's like be prepared. Try to create a good network.
Be prepared. Ask
Questions.
question and
Yeah,
advice
you
to
say
everyone.
that was very good. Yeah.
Because it's the same in the studio, you know. In the studio, always
Sure,
you ask
yeah.
to your colleague, you ask opinion, you ask everything. So imagine a convention like a big studio with a lot of colleagues, and you have the chance to ask to everyone.
Yeah.
So why not? So don't be scared. Ask.
Yeah.
You know.
And have fun as well.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Like that's
Especially last day when the convention is done and everyone go for party.
go for parties, but have fun. Just enjoy, because it's not a. It doesn't make any sense that you're paying all this money.
Yeah.
Money, time, and then you just stress and just like, I need to win. Yes, you need to have a goal, but sometimes you can try it next time. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, you know?
And probably try to leave the competition topic in a chill way as possible.
Yeah. And just enjoy the moment.
Enjoy, you know. So like you say, so okay, you want to do the competition, do it, but don't stress too much. So because it's a new experience, and you try to have fun first of all, you know. Then if you win or don't win, it's not
part of it. You lose the whole motive behind it.
Of course, it's nice when you win, but if you don't win, the important is have fun and spend a good time with people and meet new people and make new friends.
Yeah, that's true. Just
otherwise, it's a waste of time and money for nothing.
And what I hear, like in resume of all you're saying, is like it's really worth it. You think it's really worth it to do title conventions to build a good network out there? Is it worth it?
Yes,
Spend the time, and it's just like to put your work out there. Because I hear some people saying like I as you say before, I have tattoo friends in the industry, and they was like, oh, I just hate tattoo conventions. It's too much stress. It's too much. Put it out there.
Too much stress, depends how you live there.
I mean, it's the fee you gotta pay, you know.
So definitely, for example, if you are from Melbourne and you don't go in convention in Melbourne,
you
know. So I don't understand, for example, people that maybe they go in other convention and they don't go in the convention in Melbourne. And you live in Melbourne, you work in Melbourne. You know.
It's like what's the whole point of it?
So that's the biggest thing that you can do to make yourself advertising, to show yourself, to meet client, to meet new customer, you know. So because every time that I go in convention, for example, I have a lot of followers next day, and also a few of them generally they book
I agree with
in
that.
the studio, you know. Because they ask you, where are you?
Yeah,
I love your job. I love.
I mean, this little line between, like, I really enjoyed when I did my tattoo expos. Of course, I just did one fully. I was very stressed the first 2 days because I was in the competition, and I get it. I was prepared and everything, but you put yourself in so much pressure. Once I was done, and the last day, I had the most fun.
Yeah.
I was like, I went to every single booth. I collect the cards, stickers from everyone. And I was like, hey, my name is this. People came because that was the last day I did like stickers and like, you know, like kind of, what do you say? Like flash tattoos.
Yeah.
And I got every day like 20 to 30 followers, which again, like numbers are not important, but in this industry kind of is. So it's like 20 to 30 followers. A lot of people came to my booth and they was like, oh my God, like, can I book you? Can I message you? Blah, blah, blah. And so it's definitely worth it. You gotta be ready to drain a lot of energy. 3 days. And then you gotta recharge for 2 weeks.
The first thing that I do the next day after the convention is a Thai massage.
Yeah, 100%.
Always, you know, Monday, Thai massage, 1 hour.
Very important question. Thai massage with happy ending?
Nah. No happy end. A real Thai massage.
Okay.
Because my back is fucked and I need to be fixed.
You're 40 plus.
Yeah,
So
no,
you gotta
no, I
take care of
can't.
your body.
No, I can't.
But no, yeah, definitely think that it's a good chance to have a built network, and even more if like us, we're not that long in the industry. So you kind of want to put yourself out there and see everyone's work.
You know what? Now I want to say something about the
The Thai
what's in the
massage?
No, no, the Thai massage. No, the Thai massage, no. I mean, the Thai massage just to fix my back. Because to be honest, even with the PND, I don't know if I have the energy to
To do so.
to do it, you know?
Yeah.
So after the convention, you know? No, for example, the last convention I have been has been the one in New Zealand.
Okay, New Zealand. Yeah.
In New Zealand, actually, because you don't have a lot of awards. Well, this year actually they did. So this year they put more category. But before, like in the past, it was just best of the day and best of show. So the vibes during the convention, they are so nice and everyone is super chill because no one actually is thinking to compete each other.
Oh, it's
You
very
know?
friendly. That's another
It's
thing.
very friendly.
I was meant
And
to ask you
also
that.
everyone is there because everyone loves the art of tattooing.
I was about to ask you, yeah, where was the convention or the place? Or did you feel like going to sometimes at these conventions? Is there a lot of pride and, like showing off vibe going on? Because
Sometimes, yes,
like, we're
sometimes
gonna
you
talk
have
through here.
art. No, look,
We're not like
we're
an
not gonna
ego.
do say any name,
No,
of
no
course.
names.
But
No
sometimes
names.
you have artists and you feel, you know, the artists, for example, they come to your booths. Hey, brother, what's up? Huh? And they came to your booths because they want to see what you are doing, and maybe they are going to do the same competition that you're going. They ask you, "Oh, are you going to do some awards?" "Oh, yeah, I'm doing this." "Oh, me too." You know, and they want to see. They're curious what you are doing because they start to judge and to see what you're doing. And sometimes
Well,
also
say
you
it.
have comments that they are maybe not really real comments. So like people they say, "Oh, very nice, good," yeah, and then maybe
Like that
and then
pity,
maybe
fake pity.
they
Like,
are
oh,
thinking like, "Oh, fuck you, I'm better than you. My piece is coming better
I
than
mean, at
yours,
the
and I'm gonna go to win against you," you know. But it's a time competition actually that I don't know. It's fine. I mean, it's a competition. It's normal, right? So
true.
we are competing each other, so it's
Yeah.
normal. I don't gonna go to telling you my secret to win
That's true.
you know. I mean, I told you, I'm talking like I'm a famous artist. I'm not, and I just win a few awards. So, but
Yeah. Talking about the part of the competition, and like the ego and all this kind of like competitive side, redundant, but like you think sometimes the judges could be a little bit unfair, maybe because I hear comments of people saying like, oh, like, of course, like someone win and they're like, oh yeah, like they will joke like, because
More
it's your
than-
friend,
you
because
know
you work
what?
together in the same studio, blah blah blah. You think it's a little bit of a fair? What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, but I don't know if the fault is the judge's fault
Okay, what do you mean? Like,
because this was very Italian. Because because sometimes I don't know. I heard and I saw some situation where awards has been won by artists because the organization of the expo push a little bit
to
the
that artist.
judge to give the award to that person.
Yeah, I hear it. That's what I'm asking you.
You know?
I hear it, and I saw it in one of the last spotarios. Like someone won, and then people at the
So
back,
they
Tattooer will be like,
they mess up a little bit the situation, doing like a little mistake, and then it's like, oh yeah, it was a mistake, yeah, but it's fine, and even if it was exactly the decision of the judge, they
they make it look like a mistake.
they look like a mistake, but then because the call was already done, so they already called the winner. I said, "Oh, fuck, it wasn't this, wasn't that."
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah, but it's fine because
That's
this person is always come to the
dodgy.
convention.
We
This
know what
person
you guys
always
doing.
buy the boots, blah 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 blah. And I said, "What?" But look, to be honest, this happened because. Of course, we are not talking about just Australian. We are talking about
around the
international.
world. You've been in different places.
So in the past, for example, in Italy also, well, we are famous for mafia, right? In Italy, the tattoo convention, it was very dodgy because the tattoo convention in Italy, for example, years ago, it was managed by a magazine. And, in the past, before Instagram, before social, before everything, the best way to show your art and your skill was magazine.
Which
right?
I love the magazine tattoos. Yeah.
And in the past, in Italy, in Milan, the tattoo convention in Milan was managed by
the mafia?
no, my mafia, but by people that they used to own
On the
magazine, the
magazine,
tattoo magazine
and they
in
will put
Italy.
it in the first
And
portrait
basically,
and everything.
I remember my tattoo artist. They was from Bologna, in Italy, and when he tattooed me in Milan, he was telling me about that. I remember this topic. They told me, look, the tattoo convention, they are a little bit dodgy because if you want to be part of the tattoo convention, first of all, you have to buy your advertising, your magazine. You have to pay a lot of money per year to
that's dodgy.
publish advertising of you in the magazine.
Yeah.
And then
So you get
if
the
you
more
pay
options to
so more
win.
you pay to be in the magazine, and more chance you have to win an award during the tattoo convention.
That's
because
shit.
the tattoo convention,
Because it doesn't come again. It doesn't come to how good you are. It's how much you pay.
it's just like, if you pay a lot of this year in advertising in our magazine,
that's shit.
because we organize the tattoo convention, we promise you to give you something back during the convention, So
That's not
but
good.
I think now it's not anymore like this. Or like, for example, here, this always in Italy happened there, and that now is not possible anymore because that was very dodgy and also very weird. So the judge artists that they used to be judged during the convention, they send on stage their tattoo and they judge their tattoo and they win.
What?
Yeah, that's happening in
How
Italy.
can you?
Yeah.
How can you? You cannot be.
So you're a tattoo artist, you are the judge, and you judge your tattoo, and of course you win.
You cannot be like you're same.
Yeah,
you
but
cannot
it's
just,
happened.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
that's crazy.
that is
I
insane.
don't know. So,
It's
but now, like you say, now this change. Now they start to regulate everything. They start to make better organization of everything. And now, for example, we have one of the best tattoo convention in the world. So the Milano Tattoo Convention is one of the best in the world.
Improve. Things happen. You're gonna improve anyway. But yeah, I was meant to ask you that because I
But
did
that's weird,
hear.
right? So you are a judge and you judge your
So
tattoo.
you kind of just become.
Sometimes still
How is
happen
it people
between, for
say?
example, between studios, So maybe I'm the judge and you work in my same studio. I know your job. They give the awards to the colleagues to bring the awards to the studio, but sometimes it looks dodgy. Sometimes it's just fair. And it's fair because maybe exactly because the judge he knows the artist because he saw how hard these artists work during the year. Sometimes the awards is also like an awards to
show
to recognize
the studio and recognize
the effort that you put during all the year, not just. I mean, it's still weird because during the convention you have to judge just the tattoo that you do during the convention.
I don't think it should be much of a studio involved in it.
Yeah, but sometimes they give the awards to the person, to the artist, also because they won't recognize the all effort they is putting in this industry, in his job, how he's growing, and that's fine because okay, you are a good artist. You did a good tattoo today. Maybe there is another tattoo that's better than yours, but your tattoo is good. Also, what you are doing during the year is good, So it's difficult to judge.
Yeah, I mean to ask you, I don't need to know how much, but did you actually get paid when you won? You
Pay?
Yeah.
From who? From the tattoo convention?
No, from when you wore the base
I
back piece? The back piece that you won in Rite of Passengers. Did they pay you? Like when you won?
Yeah, I was part of a competition.
The competition, when you won the competition, did they give you money?
We won the best collaboration.
Yeah.
But then it was part of another competition. There was the best collaboration of the year. Mm-hmm. And we won the best collaboration of the year. And for that, we were supposed to have 20,000 K divide 3, but we never seen that money. I mean, I didn't see my part.
Ooh, wow.
And that was a little bit bad. I'm still hoping that take money one day they're gonna go
This
to
is
arrive,
this is
but
the sentence of like Australian Tattoo
it was the
Expo.
first time also the tattoo convention in Australia with
Yeah,
money.
this is like the sentence for Australian Tattoo Expo. I'm still hoping I get my money. We're gonna put that in the title. Like,
Yeah, it's going to be the new
I
tagline
won.
of
Where is
Tattoo
my
Expo.
money?
Let's do
I
it.
applied for it. Where is my money? Oh, that's very sad. Come on, Australia.
And if you
Gotta
think
be
how
better.
much money you spend all the time when
Of course,
you
that's what
buy
I'm
a
saying.
boots, because
Tattoo
the boots is not cheap.
Expo is not cheap,
It's
no.
not cheap. And sometimes even it's more expensive when you have to travel for that.
Yeah.
And you have to ask money for your client, and sometimes you have to explain everything to your client. You say, look, I can charge you less because I already paid the boots. I have to pay the hotel. I have to pay the fly. I have to stay here for 5 days.
of course.
One
So
day
they're
before,
supposed to
one
give you
day after,
20K
between three of us. But yeah, like I
Not got
said,
any.
the Tattoo Expo company declared bankrupt.
Yeah.
And now
You don't
they
even know
are
if you're gonna
not
get that money.
allowed to do any type of payment, apparently. So who knows in
Okay.
the future when all this stuff around them,
We're gonna get that money.
finish, we're gonna go to get money. I don't know.
That's well, we're gonna close it up with the last question. Any special
No,
moment?
with another shot. I was thinking another shot.
We want to do
We're gonna
another
go to
shot.
close
We'll
with
do
another
another
shot
to
like we
finish.
started. Okay, cool.
Oh, I mean to ask you, like, just to finish, what is your any special experience that you had with a client during a tattoo expo, or funny, or weird, or something that remembered, like you keep in your mind with experience with a client in the tattoo expo?
I don't have a favorite one, the best
Yeah.
one. I mean, all of them, for me, they've
What
been
happened with the
very-
bad one? What was the bad one? Bad experience?
No, the bad one maybe is when the client, so you ask them to arrive on time in the morning because you are
Yeah.
stressed to start your piece, and maybe they arrive 1 hour and a half late, and you are there and you see all your colleagues, they already started the tattoo, and it's a run against the time. You have just 4 hours to finish your tattoo, or 5 hours to finish your tattoo, and the client is not there.
Yeah, of
So
course.
that's happened when I was, I don't know how to say the client. We're going to say
You don't
where
have
it
to-
was. No, I don't know to
no.
say
You
it.
don't have to say
But
names or anything.
happened. The client didn't. It came late, and it was so bad and stressful for me.
Yeah.
The best one, no, the funny one. Oh, even in New Zealand, yeah, we are not say any name. In New Zealand was fun because my client, she was a stripper,
Okay.
but I didn't know
Yeah.
before the convention. And when she arrived, so when I started tattooing her, we start to talk, we start to know each other a little bit better because we just talk by message. And so I was tattooing her, and she said, "Oh, I was telling her something like about her body, about the flow of the design, blah, blah, blah." And she told me, "Oh, because I really care about my body, the shape of my body, because I'm a dancer." And a colleague of mine next to me, he asked, "Oh, what type of dancer?" And she said, "Oh, I'm a stripper." And when she said, "I'm a stripper," all the boots, all the people around
like,
of
"What?"
me, they just turned their face like, "Oh, really?" Everyone
Shaking
was
her head.
watching
Oh my
her
God.
like, "Oh, you're a stripper,"
Oh my
It was
God.
fun because then, I mean, she's totally fine, of course. It's
Yeah.
her job. She doesn't have any shame to do that. And
Yeah,
actually, there is
nothing.
not
Nothing
any
to shame.
shame.
It's just the reaction of the boys. Like,
The reaction of the body was like, "Oh, stripper?"
the dogs.
Everyone was watching her. And it was fun also because when I was tattooing her, some visitors in
Yeah.
the convention, he passed through the booth, and he recognized her.
no way. It's
Like an old man, if you are not working today.
It's
Yeah,
like,
no, today, no.
Antonella? Like, Antonella,
Yeah, like, I know you,
oh my God.
It was, that was
That's
pretty
funny,
fun.
though. That's very
that's
funny.
pretty fun because
It's
I
like,
was like,
huh.
they know you.
So you're getting tattooed with the payment I
yeah,
give you
I
last
think
night.
she's more famous than me.
Oh, I love
Maybe
that.
I need to change the job.
That's
Maybe I need to be
funny.
a stripper.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. I've thought about that so many times. But
No, I think I'm too old.
no, thank you. Thanks a lot for being here, Nick.
Yeah, no.
Just it's something I do with all my guests, and it's
Drink
just-
tequila?
we'll do the
Another
tequila at
shot
the
of
end.
tequila?
We're gonna sign the dog.
Yeah.
You know, you see.
What's the name of the dog?
We haven't have a name. Should
Not
we put a
yet.
name?
I've seen the first with Tonya.
Tanya,
you
yeah.
were trying to give a name.
Okay, which name should we
I don't know.
name him?
It's hard. She's boy. Or girl?
I wanted like
mean,
an
it's not
adult
important, the
an
gender,
adult
but-
name. Yeah. I thought about naming like Carlos or something like that.
Carlos.
Yeah.
Sound Latino.
Spanish.
I think,
Of
yeah.
course, it has to be Latino. Yeah.
Just why yellow dog.
I like it. But yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna put a sign. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you a little Sharpie. So thanks for being here, Nick. Again.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. It was
no.
super fun.
Thanks for making some time to be here. And yeah, last thing, we're just gonna sign the doggy. I'm gonna give you a market, and then yeah, you can put anything you want. So it's a little.
I was
A
better
little-
before with the tradition. Can we do it?
It's alright.
Before it was the tradition. Okay, the tradition of the
The
yellow
tradition
dog.
of the yellow
And
dog.
we don't know yet what's
Yeah.
the name of the dog.
We don't know the name. I promise to put a name for the next one, and I'm gonna prepare the tequila shot that you've been asking
Everywhere?
for. Anywhere you can put in the head, in here. It's anywhere you want. You can put any message as well. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and yeah,
Tattoo his head.
do it, and
Let's
just
put
say.
the Instagram.
Yeah, whatever you want. It's up to you. Any message you want. Thanks guys for being here, and yeah, I'll see you next time. What are you gonna do?